Do you find yourself in challenging circumstances? Do you find yourself feeling like all the odds are against you? And let me start with that story of David and Goliath in the Bible. What happened? David had absolutely nothing. But you know what happened? He was able to defeat the giant. And today, that's exactly what I'm going to talk to you about. How do you overcome when all the odds seem to be against you? Straight away, let's go into the first tactic. I want you to remember circumstances do not define who you are. Just because everything is not going your way, just because you've had some bad news about a diagnosis, just because you're getting evicted, just because you're in so much debt, does not mean this is the end of your life. So I want you to not rely on circumstances, because like someone said, circumstances do not define who you are. I want you to have that sink into your mind. I want you to have that sink into your subconscious. What are circumstances? Like someone said, circumstances are how I make them. So those circumstances, yes, I'm not ignoring the circumstances are there, but do not focus on the circumstances. When you put all your energy on those circumstances, guess what? You're not going to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The only thing you're going to be focused on is your circumstances. It's like you're walking in the woods, and guess what happens? A wild animal is coming towards you. You know what's going to happen? That's where all your attention, that's where your energy is going to be focused. And that's what actually happens when we're going through circumstances. That's what normally happens when we are going through challenges. So I want you to don't put your focus on circumstances. Put your focus on what can I do? What are the solutions that I can actually do that will help me get out of this challenge? Because if I'm focusing on circumstances, that's what my mind is going to be, and that's exactly where I am going to stay. So that's why you have to say it's mindset over circumstances. It's what's going on here. See, David, he wasn't focused on how big Goliath was. He was focused on what he had, and he says, this is what I've got, this is what I'm going to use. So I want you to start looking at your challenges through that lens. Tactic number 2 is, I want you to use what you have. See, we all have challenges, but one thing I've realized with all great achievers is they all use what they've got. Let's give an example. Does anyone know how Oprah started? Oprah didn't have the money, but you know what she had? She had the voice. That's all she had. She had the voice, and that's what she started. See, when you start putting yourself out there, when you use what you've got, the rest of the things will be revealed along the way. That's why people will come and say, you know what? I can see your talent. I can see your dream. I can see your passion. And they will be able to support you, bring your goals and dreams to fruition. So I want you to use what you have. Just like Oprah Winfrey. He didn't focus on the money. He didn't have the money she didn't have the money when she started. But guess what? All she had was her voice, and she actually used that. Martin Luther King, when he actually went for that getting all the people together, you know what he had? It's his voice that he actually used. So what have you got? We all have different challenges. We all have different talents. We all have different skills. So my question to you is, what's your skill? What's at your advantage? Have you got a voice? Are you passionate about something? It's not what's missing, it's what you've actually got. Just like Oprah Winfrey, all she had was her voice. Just like Martin Luther King, all he had was his voice. So I want you to use exactly what you've got at your disposal. When you use what you've got, then you can use that to help you catapult you into doing other things. Start with a little that you've got, and then that's how you're able to build on the rest of the steps. Next, I want you to turn your pressure into power. See, we all know. Do you know how diamonds are made? It's through pressure. So when you're going through something hard, I want you to use that pressure and turn it into power. If you're going through a challenge, say, how can I overcome this challenge? Maybe this challenge is meant for me to grow. Maybe this challenge is meant to introduce me to a greater person that I never thought existed within me. Maybe this challenge is meant to teach me a lesson that I'm going to look back 5-10 years and say, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I want you to use that pressure and turn it into power. Use that pressure at your disposal. Use that pressure at your advantage and say, you know what? This pressure may be against me, but I'm not going to move back. I'm going to push against it. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to go around. I'm going to go over it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to go through this pressure. So don't quit. Use that pressure and turn it into power. Another way on how to really make it when the odds seem against you is I want you to get some allies. Not everyone is going to be supporting you, but get that small group of people that will be able to support you. Get that small group of people that's going to stay on your side. And it might be one person, it might be two people. Like someone said, you don't need an entire army on your side. All you need is that colleague that's going to stand by your side. All you need is that one person that's going to stand by your side and say, you know what, we are going to go through this together. You know what, I'm going to help you overcome this challenge. I'm going to help you circumvent this challenge. Because that one person, as long as they are with you, you'll be able to go through it. I think it's like that saying they say, two heads are better than one. Once you have someone on your side, they are going to help you stay strong. And like someone said, ask for help, not because you're weak, but because you want to stay strong. And that's a mindset I want you to have when you're going through challenges, when everything seems to be against you. The next tactic is I want you to break that big challenge into smaller steps. We all know you can't achieve anything great without breaking it into small, sizable steps. So I want you to look at that challenge and say, how can I break this into smaller steps that will help me go ahead and achieve this challenge? If you're going to lose weight, you can't go to the gym and work out 2-3 hours every day. No, you start small. You say, I'm just going to be consistent. I'm going to go 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on what you can handle, depending on how much time you've got. And this is how you're able to slowly by slowly start overcoming those odds that are stuck against you. Any challenge you've got, start breaking it down into very small steps. The next one is, I want you to stay consistent. We all know without consistency, there's no way you're going to be able to overcome those challenges. So I want you to stay consistent. Do those small, tiny, daily actions that will move you closer to your goals and dreams. Do those small, tiny actions that you know will move the needle slowly by slowly until you get to that finish line. If you don't stay consistent, then there's no way you're going to be able to create momentum. It's consistency that creates momentum. You can't just go to the gym once a week and think you're going to be able to put that weight off. No, it has to be through consistent effort. The next one is, I want you to start celebrating those small wins. See, when all the odds seem stuck against you, I want you to take it day by day and start celebrating those small wins. When you start celebrating those small wins, you're going to be able to start building belief in yourself. You're going to be able to look and say, oh, look, if I did this, it means I can do more. And also what I encourage people is write down those small wins. Not only celebrate those small wins, but write them down. When you write something down, it sinks into your subconscious. You remove it from your head onto paper, and just that engagement of writing will make you feel good about yourself. Those are the tactics I wanted to share with you on how to overcome challenges when all the odds seem against you. If you like this video, do me a favor, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on next week's YouTube video. It's Come Be Inspired, and like I always remind you, it's on you. Have a great weekend.